Hi, I'm Roberta. Welcome to my kitchen. Too much chilli, Chef?
No, just what you said.
Today we're going to show you how to make another essential Thai ingredient, dried prawns.
It becomes addictive. It's not always essential because you don't always use dried prawns in every dish. However, when you compare the homemade dried prawns to the commercial stuff, there's no comparison. There's no comparison whatsoever. And so it's so easy to do. It just takes a little bit of time, 4 or 5 hours, either in the sun or in the oven, making sure that there's plenty of air that dries it out. It needs to be very quickly marinated in some fish sauce, some salt, and a little bit of pinch of sugar and white pepper, up to you. And then marinated for anywhere between 5 minutes to an hour. It's up to you. It's easy. If you forget it, it's no drama. And then you shove it in the oven. You leave it there until it desiccates. And it looks, you know those slugs that dry, you know, when you've crushed them in the oven, and the slugs dry a little bit, et voila, you've got your dried prawns.
So we're going to start with a fresh prawn. We're going to tear his head off.
I would have kept that head.
What would you have done with it, Chef?
I would have made prawn oil with it, with the shells.
Tell us how you make prawn oil.
You keep all your shells.
Yes.
You then put it into, you put the shells, after giving it a quick wash, into some oil. Add a little bit of garlic, maybe some ginger, and then you simply just let it simmer for an hour or so until it picks up the flavour, picks up the colour, and it's delicious. It's great for stir frying.
There you go. So you're getting some prawns to dry. You can save the shells and make prawn oil. So we peel our prawns, then what do we do, Chef?
It is simplicity itself. Even you could do it.
Even I could do it. A little bit of fish sauce.
Yep.
Little salt.
Pinch of sugar.
Pinch of sugar. Grind of white pepper if you wish.
Yeah, and the reason why you're doing the salt in there and stuff like that is in Thailand they would use very little salt because they'll dry it commercially in the sun. It just dries so quickly. However, you need to have that little bit of protection with having some salt on the surface as it begins to dry here. And by the time that it dries sufficiently, where there can be no microbial development, the salt doesn't matter.
Fair enough.
It just protects. And
so we give it a good marinade.
Yeah, and you can wait. You can let it stand by itself for up to an hour. But if you're in a bit of a rush, you just wait salting.
And then you could do it in 5 minutes or so.
Even less.
Okay.
In fact, I'm about to say, I'm an impatient bastard. I am going to put it on there, and you are going to pop it in the oven, and et voila, out comes the snot.
Dried slug. We agreed we're going to call them dried slugs, Chef.
Oh, my accent is so bad.
Okay, so we have our marinated prawns on a cake rack. They're going to go into the oven.
And yum, 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 there goes Roberta, all her hard work, and what comes out?
Let's pop these in the oven, and then we might do that wonderful, here's one I made earlier.
Now, you can call these slugs. You can call them, come on.
Snot.
I wouldn't, but you. But whatever it is, they've got to be quite firm. And you can see how dry they are. And they can snap almost. They don't need to be so dry that they are like old toenails or wooden leather soles.
Right, but they are very firm.
They're firm, and you can see these. You can keep these almost indefinitely in the fridge. Put them in an airtight container. They do sweat a little bit. Just pop them back in the oven if you need to do it. But grinding them, they start to lose their aroma and their wonderful flavour quite quickly because it just dries.
Right.
So don't make too many up, or rather grind too much up in advance.
So we can dry them, pop them in a Ziploc in the fridge, and grind as needed.
Or even in the freezer, perhaps. I've never done that type of thing. I normally just make it as I need it because I'm a commercial cook. Whereas if you're doing it at home, I can't see any reason why it couldn't be frozen.
And then just refreshed in the oven.
Yes, and then
grind it.
it's not as if you're looking for texture and all that type of stuff. So what you do is this: just snap them in to there.
Yep.
Okay.
So break them up.
And then just give them a flash.
Okay.
And what you should do is don't turn it on and leave it on. Just pulse it.
Pulse it. Okay. Let me pulse these, and we'll show you what they look like.
Bounce up and down, and you get a much better texture.
Very good. So we've blitzed it up, Chef.
It's almost like floss. And so you can see here It's gone from being sluggish to being floshish.
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 Okay.
As far as snot can ever be. Flosh.
It's a great colour.
Yes, but what I want you to do, you've seen how easy it is to make. I want you to just very quickly, because I don't want the good stuff in your bad stuff. I want you to go and floss the normal stuff. Has that been dry? They're dry, they haven't been in water?
Yeah.
Great, perfect. Give it a floss. Have a taste of that. You get the rather ammoniated taste.
Yes. At the back. It's totally different.
It is, and it's so easy to do, and it can make a remarkable difference in some places where you employ it, or sometimes you sprinkle them over salads, or green mango salad or whatever, and it's so easy to do, but it makes such a marked difference.
Do you know what the big difference is? It's in the aftertaste. They're both a bit kind of salty and prawny. That one, as you say, is a bit ammoniated. And it's not pleasant. You're not going to say, oh, I want to snack on more of that.
That's like having snot, and that's like having slugs.
Right. And this one, it's moreish.
Mm.
The aftertaste is pleasant and you're going to dive back for another pinch.
Correct.
And if we didn't have a spice grinder, and I know most people do, and traditionally I guess, they would have just been pounded up in
Correct.
a pestle.
Correct.
Okay.
Chop them up a little bit first, because it will make the task so much easier.
So there we have it. You now know how to make your own dried prawns. Remember, you're going to dry them, keep them in a Ziploc bag, and floss them to order. Enjoy.
Or at least on the day.
Oh, that's what I mean.
Okay.